Good afternoon again, everyone. So, I have another beautiful saw to show people today. This is a partner. This is one of the partner R12s. Spectacular saws. This is a 90cc engine, absolute monster engine. I've taken a picture of the piston. The piston is pristine, unmarked and pristine. It has amazing compression, starts beautifully, and I love some of these old scabbards which either the original owners have made. So it's going to be coming with one of the original wooden scabbards, which is, I think, an absolute joy to have with these. And this one's running a genuine Oregon solid nose bar, fabulous symmetry on the tip, 404 chain, 18 inch. I think they say they can run from an 18 inch up to I'm not sure if it's a 25 or a 26 inch. And they're supposed to make, I think, 5 horsepower, 5 din horsepower. So introduced from 1962 on, although I think this might be a later one towards the end of their life, and I'll come on to that. So I have a screwdriver with me, but I bet it's not what you think I would normally do with the screwdriver. So, unusual. Okay, so I shall show us starting and running. They really are such an amazing engine to run. Everything working on the saw, oiler, kill switch, throttle lock. Great compression. Ow! Great compression. Okay, so I'll do a quick walk around with the camera in a second as well. So, the screwdriver. Now I've had several R12s, but this is the first one I have seen with the cast aluminium silencer, which has an intriguing screw at the bottom with a 1 and a 2 next to it. So I hope I'm in shot and people can see that. So, it has an adjustable baffle. I haven't seen that before on these saws. So I'll start it again now. I'll show it running in position 2, then I'll show you what it runs like in position 1. And if any of you got any insight as to why they put that on, I would love to hear it, because I can't find any information about it. But it definitely alters the note of the engine. Okay, so even closed the exhaust completely off there, so I don't know if you could hear just how much quieter that made the engine. Okay. So, intriguing feature. Okay guys, I'll pick the camera up quickly, do a little baby walk around, and hopefully suitable for a fellow collector out there. Never cut with this particular R12, but they are spectacular tools to use. But this one's is so beautiful condition. So the Oregon solid nose bar, great symmetry on the stellite tip, gorgeous cast aluminium silencer. The only screws I've replaced on this entire saw were I put hardened steel bolts on the silencer, just because people mark them and put the wrong size Allen keys in, and then they become devils to undo. But I have the originals, incredibly, so they'll be going with the saw. Pull start housing had a new spring. No brakes on the flywheel fins whatsoever. Coming around the back. Handle in beautiful condition. Again, no brakes. All the correct screws present. Kill switch obviously working. And it's interesting, again, side cover, no brakes, correct felling spike present, lovely, and no fin damage on the engine. Coming to here, the correct oil filler cap, metal filler cap present, as is the fuel filler cap. This little baby sump, it's like a little baby car engine in some respects. It's gorgeous. You see the underside of the exhaust, and that's that screw on the side lets you adjust the baffling of the engine. Fabulous. And then the other side of the guide bar. Okay, there she is. She is a thing of beauty. It's interesting as well that this model, which again would be great to know the dates if I could establish it, these aluminium bolts which run through, they run through AV mounts themselves, and so because if it's true in history that Steel developed the AV mounts and they put the patent in '64, that would indicate that this is a later saw, and so the R12 was introduced in '62. So this presumably then is a much later variation. And looking at the serial number, if you can just make that out, if it will focus, it's 205071. So whether or not the last two digits on this partner saw are the year of manufacture, 71. Again, if anybody has any insight, I'd love to hear it. It's always good to know exactly the dates of some of these saws, because it's a wonderful reference to have. Okay, I should quickly show her on a restart. And like I say, if anybody's got any feedback on the baffling of the engine, I'd love to hear why they put that on. I can't imagine it was a noise requirement to make the saw quieter, because I didn't think they monitored that back in the 60s. But maybe so. Kill switch. Hey guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Also meant to mention as well, it's fabulous as the original partner pull start, and they have the little correct steel bar running through the rubber pull grip. So she's a gorgeous saw, and hopefully suitable for one of you out there. Any questions, please just ask. Anybody want to take a look, you're more than welcome. That's my gorgeous partner R12, going up on eBay as a collector's item. Bye for now.